We're really out of practice, guys.
We really, this is us blowing the dust out of the cogs. We got to get ready. This is our warm up. We haven't podcasted in like months, and we're like about to just do weekly right now. We're about to go weekly.
And I have not seen an episode of Doctor Who since the Christmas special.
I know, right? It's like we're not even fans anymore. Welcome to the Arrow of Time. My name is Matt.
I'm Joseph.
I am Gabe.
And today, actually, I've dropped my phone. Let us acknowledge the fact that we've been off for quite a while. I apologize for all that.
It's been months and months and months.
It's been months and months, and we've been a terrible Doctor Who podcast. There's also been
We've been slightly better than the show.
We have been. More episodes this year than the show. Or at least last year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But there's been quite a bit of news.
There has.
Yes. One thing I'd like to acknowledge, get out of the way here, is friend of the podcast, and he and his fiance have been on the podcast a couple times. Santiago and Sarah are getting married today, so I'm about to rush off to their wedding.
Congrats.
Yes, congrats. Both very dedicated Whovians, and perhaps we can get them back on as a singular couple, legally binded in paperwork. I have also, speaking of Santiago, he recently, April 1st, by the way, sent me a link that was to the DoctorWhoTV.co.uk. That's a long string of things in Europe. But the title was, he was very excited about this concept. It was announced that the Doctor to degenerate back into David Tennant.
And the fans just went wild.
Yes. But, and yeah, it's a ha-ha April Fool's thing. Reading it was really funny, though. I would just like to... You get the basic gist of it. They're like, oh, hey, so for the first time ever, Stephen Moffat says he wants to degenerate somebody, which is not above or below or to the side of Stephen Moffat to do, because he loves to find new ways to do things. Apparently, in this article, they asked several of the previous doctors, and I'd like to take this moment to read, quote-unquote, what they said. Oh, no, sorry, it was Chris Chibnall's idea, he said. Rather than cast a new actor, we realized we already had the perfect candidate. The 10th Doctor is easily the most loved and of the entire modern era. Plus, with Broadchurch finishing, David's looking for work again. I should know. Stephen Moffat said, why didn't I think of that? Peter Capaldi said, I don't want to go. David Tennant said, sorry, but understand, this is just until Marvel brings back Kilgrave. Matt Smith said, well, technically, I'm more popular when rated on a 10-point scale. Christopher Eccleston said, I've told you, don't ever talk to me about Doctor Who again. Paul McGann said...
That's about right.
Paul McGann said, come on, you bring me in for one mini episode and that's it. Are you insane? Sylvester McCoy said, rubbish. Colin Baker said...
Lots of R's?
Yes.
Okay.
Colin Baker said, why do you still all hate Sixie? Is it just a costume? Peter Davidson said, did you know he's my son-in-law? It's all rather quaint. Tom Baker said, I'm still the longest serving and therefore will always be the best. It's an indisputable fact. So,
And sadly, the rest are all past.
yes.
But thinking about that, it's not. We have most of them still around and kicking.
We do. We absolutely
For a
do.
show that's been on for 50 years.
They're doing
That's
better.
pretty good.
They're doing better than the original series of Star Trek.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, but
It's the British healthcare.
Oh, yeah.
oh, look at that. Let's get on it. So anyway, that was quite a larf that they pulled on April Fool's Day, and I'm assuming
I hope there was
many.
much fan outrage.
Yes. I can't imagine though reading that and thinking, "Oh, that is absolutely true," especially with all the hilarious quotes.
But you're making the beginner's mistake of thinking that people read any of it.
That's true. It's a headline thing.
Saw a
Actually,
headline and like, blah.
I think that's one of the things too that Santiago said. Like, "Oh, I just saw the headline. I was really excited about it." Yeah. So yes, if you want to go ahead and read that article, it's drwho.co.uk.british.
Gov.tv.
Yes.
We'll link to it in the
/
post.
Jokes /
Yes. So we have got quite a bit of things, haven't we? There's been a lot of news, and there's been a lot of substance that has formed up since we're gone.
Lots of leaks.
Lots of leaks.
leaks, timed information releases.
Yes.
Well, of course, the biggest news, of course, is they're making the Centurion Rory Pop exclusive to Hot Topic.
Oh, so when you said that, I
You
immediately
died a little.
I did not think of the cute little statue that children and
Adults.
love. I was thinking of like some like frozen treat.
Oh yeah, Rory Pop.
Rory Pop.
It's
Good for the summer.
yes.
On a hot, smoldering day, go ahead and suck on a centurion.
Oh boy. Moving right along.
Yeah, bottom fell that fast.
Yes. Anyway, so there's been like 3 trailers,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. There's the one that happened in December, and then there's a couple that came out recently.
In the past week.
Yeah.
I think one is more American centric and one is more BBC One centric.
Yeah, and they have all these like different angles and points of view from Bill.
Now, who is Bill?
Bill S. Preston S. Oh, that's really weird. Please have somebody named Ted in the season, and then they can do an offshoot. Oh, they'll do a spin-off. Please, Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted in a time traveling box.
Yes. Anyway, I need to watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure again. That's so much I want them to recreate it inadvertently.
You've been inspired.
I've been inspired. Okay, so yeah.
But yeah, so there's been lots of little bits of news coming out. I think there's going to be a lot of classic aliens returning this season.
Yes, I meant to go and look at what exactly the returning aliens were. I knew that there were some in the actual trailer.
There's the Manda, I can't say it, Cybermen.
The what?
The Mondo Cybermen?
They're not called Manda. There's something longer than that. People are going to be like losing all faith in us that we
You
can't
mean
get this right.
like the original Cybermen?
Yes.
From the old
From
days.
like the 10th.
But they look like, they still have visible
Neck.
bits. Yeah.
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 They're just wearing like silver pajamas and helmet.
Yeah. Now, I thought that was not a different kind of Cybermen.
Sorry.
I just thought it was the costume of the 60s.
Well, in the modern era, in the parallel universe, I believe, Cybernetics or whatever is the inventor of the Cybermen.
Okay.
So those are like the new souped up versions that we got used to. Then after that, they just kind of kept using those, and they just took the C logo off their chest.
It's like, these are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're Mondazian.
Yeah, they're from Mondus. So
Yes.
Mondasian.
If somebody wants to scream at us how to pronounce it, feel free to.
Well, like I've seen a few of the classic episodes with these old Cybermen, and they're weird.
Yeah.
Like they aren't quite as robot-like as the Cybermen that we know from the modern era.
Right.
They seem to have a little bit of emotion, and they're a little bit different.
Actually, yeah, and I think I remember bringing this up because I made the. I'm sorry, I'm doing the mouth things that you hate.
It's okay as a filter.
Yes, the filter will protect that.
It's like I'm gonna open a bottle of water.
Oh, that's a good Foley.
Yes, we're having water. It's a sober podcast today.
Speak for yourself.
Look, pure vodka.
Sparkling vodka. It's a brilliant idea.
It is. I just wanted to catch that Foley work. I thought that was magnificent. Great job, Gabe. So yes, I've brought up before that I've never been a huge fan of the Cybermen episodes because it just felt like there was just something. There was like an element that was taken out, where just to have them be like the main baddie, it just kind of got a little bit monotonous, and there's absolutely no emotion there, and it's really hard to kind of bounce these like characters off of. But then all of a sudden, when you get like a little bit of emotion involved, then it really helps out. Just like in the one where they go into the carnival moon.
Oh, right.
And there's porridge.
Oh, Crimson Horror.
No, not
No.
that. The chess game one.
Yes.
And then
We're really out of practice, guys.
we were really, this is us blowing the dust out of the cogs. We got to get ready. This is our warm up. We haven't podcasted in like months, and we're like about to just do weekly right now. We're about to go weekly.
And I have not seen an episode of Doctor Who since the Christmas special.
I know, right? It's like we're not even fans anymore. No, I'm just kidding. We're still fans, but it's as if we weren't.
Maybe not Joseph.
Yeah.
Anyway, it got to the point where I didn't really feel this great connection with them. And when they would do something unique with the Cybermen, like when they had the Matt Smith Cyberman guy, and he was playing against himself, and so he had like all those doctor-y qualities, and so it's like, okay, he's a Cyberman talking, but through the body of this replicant doctor, and it still had like all these like emotions and personality and all that, and I could get behind that. And then I noticed when I went back and watched some Sylvester McCoys with the Cybermen, they actually were a little bit more personable.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit more invested in that one.
Yeah, I think my only issue, especially when you get back even further, like I'm pretty sure it was the second Doctor episode I was watching, and the effects the costumes are so cheesy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little hard to suspend disbelief, but
Yeah.
this is different.
It's very different. Then, were there like smiley face guys in the trailer? Like it almost looked like Lego figures
Well, we can
in like helmets.
we can do our trailer preview, and we can see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Do you want to do that now, or do you want to keep talking?
I think we should take a break.
There's a couple other news bits.
Yeah.
Let's hit all the news bits. But anyway, that's a big thing that they're coming back.
Yeah, and we also
So-
have Daleks again.
We got Daleks.
Well, that's a surprise.
Can't lose that licensing.
As somebody who started watching with the modern era, I never minded Daleks. I don't know why. It's just because maybe they didn't get on my nerves. They're
How? They're all exactly the same. Even Cybermen have had more variation by now.
yeah, but they're vintage. Vintage is cool. They got roundy bits on them.
Nostalgia.
They have roundy bits on them. That's really what it is.
And I think they're a little bit more interesting. Like you can trace them. Now, having gone back and watched some classic Who, I've seen their origin. I've seen various doctors go back to Skaro and try and deal with them.
You've seen various doctors succeed.
But so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interest in history there that I just don't feel with Cybermen, really.
Yeah. Well, Cybermen did come a bit later, and they were like the one of the few things on the first Doctor's list of things that he doesn't want to act against. It was robots.
But they were cyborgs.
Cyborgs,
okay?
yeah. I don't know. It was the last straw, but as we learned in the movie that Mark Gatiss made.
Do we even know the word cyborg when they created Cybermen? I don't know if that had been coined yet.
I think it was one of those things too that they might have been like, they're not robots, they're Cybermen.
Right.
See, William Hartnell, you can act with them. That's right. Doesn't void your contract.
Now, did he mean people dressed up like robots, or did he mean actual robots? Like, he wouldn't work with, I'm like Computron 3000, but they had very bad robots back then.
No, I think he didn't want to do like a cheesy sci-fi show
so
with like
no robots with bad costumes.
Yeah.
Which he got.
Yeah. Yes. So that's coming back.
The big villain news, though, of course, I think is the two masters.
Yes, the masters.
If you don't want spoilers, I guess don't listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, you just said two masters.
But they basically confirmed that Michelle Gomez's master, or Missy, and John Sims' master will be in the same episode together. Moffat coyly says something like, nothing stays secret long on Doctor Who, but to find out what happens, you have to watch.
I feel like he's leaking this on purpose. Nothing stays secret long on Doctor Who, especially when I'm telling everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest things that have come out, that have been leaked out, or have been the biggest bits of information that have come before seasons or series, like Moffat purposely got put out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
That is true. One thing, whatever bad thing we say about Rusty, he was very tight-lipped.
Yeah, he was. He had a rusty mouth. It was rusted shut.
He had tinnitus. No, not tinnitus. The other one that you can't move your mouth.
Lockjaw.
Tinnitus. Tetanus. Tetanus. Yay, tetanus.
I think tinnitus is ringing in the ears.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's the
Yes.
Couldn't get to either of them.
Yes. So we got people spoiling their shows, but I guess for good reason. I don't know.
I think just to keep people interested, since it's been off the air for almost year and a half.
And did two masters ever pop up in the past?
To my knowledge, this is the first time. I think I read that.
Yeah.
When reading about this.
So this is one of the last things that Moffat will do that nobody's ever done before.
No, actually, this is
the first thing.
Yes.
Or the first thing, yes.
I'm sure there's got to be some. There's probably like a children in need special, something that has more than one master on it. There absolutely has to be.
We'll see. I read somewhere this is the first time that's happened.
Maybe an interactive video game on VCD.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm just saying that Eric Roberts is still alive, so I mean, it's not like I'm sure he can't be busy, right?
That's sad.
I'm sorry, Eric Roberts, if I hurt your feelings. I haven't seen you in a whole lot of things.
I think that Moffat looks at the fact that the big Tenet finale,
Bang Theory.
End of Time,
End of Time Part 2.
Yeah.
is still like the most popular episode of Doctor Who ever.
Yeah.
So he just wants to cash in on that a little bit.
He better get the degeneration thing going.
Into the degeneration machine.
Oh no, too far. We're back to 10.
Hello.
Old teeth.
Well, so my big thing, I think that Missy obviously is going to recruit him and bring him to try and defeat the Doctor, which is a little bit weird because I was trying to formulate a thesis about this. And I think I've talked to both of you off the podcast about this.
I didn't hear about this thesis. I'd love to hear this thesis.
Well, I still haven't quite got it nailed down yet, but I got the impression from Missy so far that she kind of likes the Doctor.
Yes.
She feels like in order to be a supervillain, she needs a hero to be her opposite number.
Right.
And there's almost something codependent about the way that she pursues the Doctor in the Capaldi era.
And they actually, I mean, they teamed up the last time that we saw Missy.
Yes. And it's very different than the Master of old days, where it was more like a Bond villain who would hatch some scheme to control the world or the galaxy or the universe or something.
Yeah.
And it was all very cheesy, and the Doctor would thwart it, and it was over.
Which Bond villain do you think that he would be most like?
Probably Blofeld.
Yeah, because Blofeld just kept throwing himself at it, and it never stuck.
Also changed faces every once in a while.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, something like that. Just something borderline, silly, but not. Something almost campy, but still keeping it grounded in reality. I think that what Moffat's done with Missy is very different. It's very almost emo. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But also says, why would she want to destroy the Doctor? She needs the Doctor. I guess she does because that's what the Master does, but...
Yeah. That's just what I do.
The Master wanted the Doctor gone so he could do whatever he wanted. But then he went insane, and then he became Missy, presumably.
Yes,
unless she's lying.
I don't think that we've confirmed that that's the regeneration...
Immediately afterward.
People want to see that, but we haven't gotten that.
Because up until the Master went crazy, I think I mentioned this, to use D&D terms, I would place him as lawful evil. He was, yes, he was bad, he was doing bad things, but he was doing it to create some sort of order of his own. Missy is very much chaotic evil, to the point where she'll kill anybody indiscriminately. She'll do insane things, like try to give the Doctor an army of Cybermen for a birthday present. She's not doing anything in any sort of fashion to, create order for herself or anybody. She doesn't want a position of power, much like the old Master did.
That is an interesting take, yeah.
And of course, then there's, wackadoo Master at the end of time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so.
Eating hamburgers.
He kind of lost it with the funky regeneration thing.
Yeah.
The pseudo-regeneration.
Yes.
Well, I will say I am excited to see what happens. I guess the leak didn't spoil it for me. So I also saw a theory out there that Missy really isn't the Master, but really is the Ronnie. And she gets the Master to help her.
Oh, wouldn't that be the biggest flip? Oh, I just told you I'm the Master, but I'm not really the Master. I'm the Ronnie.
Well, I think the Ronnie also only ever showed interest in destroying the Doctor.
The Ronnie was really interested in her own things, but it was like if the Doctor was involved and is like, hey, it seemed like she wasn't necessarily all about... I'm going to intentionally go out of my way to destroy the Doctor. But it was like, oh, I have these plans that I'm working on. And then, of course, they're not good plans. It involves me taking important figures out of history and time so I can gain their knowledge or whatever to find the secret thing. And I know there's, that Sylvester McCoy one, where she is taking Einstein, and there's that really big brain that he discovers, and she doesn't want to kill the Doctor. She wants to use him because of his big brain, and pretends to be Mel.
And the Doctor falls for it?
Yeah, because there's a bit of amnesia that happens. Oh, I know, he regenerates. And I'm spoiling everything for it. So if you want to see the first Sylvester McCoy one that Gabe hated, it's not the easiest one to watch. I will give you that.
And the effects were so bad.
Yeah,
it was like you could see the strings on the little spaceship.
Yeah, that's just the magic of that era of the late 80s.
Oh, that strange rock planet. It was just obviously styrofoam rocks.
Wait, were there, by chance, any large rock creatures in this episode?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because this plot you're describing is sounding an awful lot like the canceled Douglas Adams Shada.
Oh, yes, yes.
Quite a bit about getting smart people to put their brains in a machine to discover secrets that will give them power.
Yeah, well...
And a rock planet. It's also there.
Where do you think they got all that? They just stole it from Douglas Adams.
Well, he never finished it. I mean, it was written. It was never, production.
They took it and ran.
It was. He gave it to them.
Yeah. Okay. He gave it to them, and they ran away.
Yeah, basically.
Which is a very awkward transaction.
So you're gonna make that into a show, right? Oh.
That was a very odd thing with the Ronnie. But if Missy was the Ronnie, that would be fun. And it would, everybody who did all the Doctor Who master fan videos would have to redo them angrily. And it would be the biggest prank that Moffat would ever pull. Oh, I put so much work into this.
Well, the other thing I'll say about like classic Who versus the Moffat era, I really liked that you go on, have like a couple hour story, and then move on to the next story. And it was good. It was wrapped up. It was clean. The Moffat era has been like just one big tangled web of interlaced stories, and it's getting a little old. I would really like this Moffat's last season to be more straightforward.
Oh yeah, definitely. I really think that my mind and my mouth wants to say season, but then it keeps on stopping itself. My brain's like, oh, wait a second, it's series. Remember that. So that's why I just did that weird noise. This series, I really, really think that it's going to be this big, awesome story arc because it's going to complete everything. Moffat has never been great at overarching things that there's no real end in sight. He's been good at the short storytelling, filling that time and just like capping it off and going, that's it, everybody. And this is like the biggest that's it, everybody from Moffat. Because for the first time in Moffat's life, he's not going to be writing for Doctor Who anymore.
And he said that when he's done, he won't come back and guest write. So this is presumably it.
Yeah.
So he wants to make his...
I wonder what that's all about. Maybe he's done this much this far, and so he just can't go back to like just guest writing.
I don't know why you would say something like that. Why'd close that door? Because then when it inevitably happens, you look like, a hypocrite. So just don't say anything about it.
Well, to be fair, they keep inviting RTD to write for Doctor Who, and he won't either.
But he didn't say, and I'm never doing it again.
Right.
So that's okay. Like it was an open door, or yeah.
Yeah. These people putting limitations on things.
Yeah, that was more RTD's style.
Yeah. So anyway, that will be interesting.
Oh, I know. Moffat's going to work on a clever twist so he can write one even after he said he couldn't. That's Moffat.
There you go. I was just lying to you the whole time. That's another Moffat thing.
Twist,
yeah. Yeah, so you could do that.
I was thinking more of a J.K. Rowling thing, though, where he's like, I'm not going to write any more Harry Potter stories except for that one on a stage.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because she said movie or books. She said novels.
Yeah. Like,
Harry Potter novels.
So then don't read the novelization of this, guys.
It's not a novelization, it's a screenplay.
Oh.
So the published book is the screenplay.
I didn't know that.
And then she's able to write other Wizarding World stories. Like she wrote the script for Fantastic Beasts because she didn't write a Harry Potter novel.
But it's sort of a loophole.
Yeah. Okay. Is that what they do over there?
Yeah.
Is that how they act?
They're all barristers.
UK? Yeah.
They have the legal. This is what I said.
Just didn't say anything at all. I've been fine.
They like to trick people. They like to pull April Fool's Day every day.
So with Moffat leaving, we know that he's going to write the lion's share of the Christmas special.
Yeah.
And that the regeneration will happen at the end of the Christmas special, and Chibnall's first lines will be the new Doctor's first words. Sort of the way that Moffat got it from RTD.
Okay, I thought you were actually going to say it, Mike. They released all that information already?
I haven't put it past them.
Yeah.
We also know, though, that Chibnall won't even look at Doctor Who until after the final season of Broadchurch airs.
Not production is over, when it airs.
After airs, he's going to take a holiday with his family, and then he'll start working on Doctor Who.
So expect season 11? What are we on now? 12? 11?
Yeah.
We're coming to 10.
Oh, 11. So season 11 is going to be something like 2020. At this point.
Why do people seem like they don't care about things?
Well, I don't know.
Why can't you take your holiday while Broadchurch is airing?
Exactly.
You have to watch it.
You already made it.
Yes. You watched it several times in the editing room. I'm sure there's like little theaters private theaters that you watched it to approve things on.
It's a very un-American, let's put it that way. When you make an American TV show, you keep going until you die.
Yes.
Yeah, and we do 24 episodes.
Yes.
There was only supposed to be 5 seasons of Supernatural. They're on season 12.
Yep. And even if sometimes a show no one wants it anymore, you still keep making it.
As long as there's somebody watching. How many Simpsons are there? I don't know anybody that watches The Simpsons anymore.
25 years? That's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of Simpsons. Not saying it's a bad show. I just like when people say, "Oh yeah, the golden era in the 7th season," and then it was like when they say some of the episodes, I'm like, "Oh my goodness, that was when I was in junior college or junior high."
Yeah, it's a long time.
I was in junior college for a long time, but that was not. Yeah, it's neither here nor there. So,
well, we know that Series 10 took 10 months to film, so roughly a month an episode.
A month an episode
To film.
Production.
All production. Took a month. Okay, that's a different story.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It's still crazy.
You do 24 episodes of...
You grind those things out like a week and a half, tops.
And they still have time for movies, American actors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those American actors. So,
With their Star Trek.
Any other titillating tidbits?
Well, there's so much.
Oh, there's so much.
We
We're
probably
going to make this a two-parter.
I think that given our time constraints, we probably can't cover everything. We just hit the highlights.
Yeah. Or we could like take a break and then try to come back at it this evening. Is that a bad idea?
Probably a bad idea.
Okay.
I think that we're all going to be drinking between now and then.
It could be a fantastic idea.
Yes.
And another thing, Doctor Who.
Yes. You know you need a Doctor Who. Who?
So one Series 10 thing one thing not related to Series 10 that I wanted to mention is the launch of BritBox.
BritBox. Is that like Nerdbox or Loot Crate or whatever that is?
It's sort of like BBC's Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So for $7 a month, you have virtually every episode of Classic Who available, plus other well-known British properties.
Virtually every. So, like, not the Netflix one every other season type thing?
My understanding is...
Or one story.
It's launching with about 550 episodes.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a lot more than Netflix had.
And there are a few that they don't have complete episodes for,
right,
that they will be producing with audio and releasing those. Those aren't out yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, way, for us Americans, way more Classic Who than we ever could have had.
So you know what that means? Time to watch all of Doctor Who chronologically.
Yay!
Oh boy.
It would just like collapse like halfway through the second year. Are you okay, Barbara?
Yeah, but that's exciting.
Well, that is exciting.
And I think for $7 a month, it's like, I'm certainly considering it.
That's something I could fit into my wallet.
That's like a coffee.
That is a coffee. That's I could get a grande Pike Place and a protein box for a month of BritBox.
Yes.
How can you not do that? How can you afford to not look at all that?
Very, very easily.
Joseph.
I get a jar of instant coffee for $3 and it lasts me for 2 months.
He's not lying.
All right, what is the next fun fact?
What do we want to do, the trailer things? I think you have about 20 minutes. Or do you want to keep going? We have 3 trailers.
3 trailers.
3 trailers.
All right, hold on. I'm going to think about it really quick.
Me, the powerful master is me, and all you people will see is now you're all a reflection of me. Burn, my hunger eternally burns. Oh, how the tables have turned, my most triumphant return. I'll take over this place and rebuild my race. The time was to rule and take all the galaxies once and for all, and again with me at the wheel.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get right to these trailers here.
Should I do it with the sound or without the sound?
It's dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice.
And do we frame by frame first and then go all the way through, or do we go all the way through then frame by frame?
I think it should be a hybrid considering our time constraints. So
All right.
Stop it when it looks interesting.
All right. Pure drama. This already looks like a TBS commercial.
Huh. That's not clever.
No, Doctor. So we call it Doctor What, which is. So he starts off as a professor. So this is already AC, and she's already an AC kind of companion.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Yeah.
I think she'll be good. But yes, apparently they give it away in the trailer that he's posing as a professor and she's his student. So that's how they meet.
And she just
Crazy
asks.
City.
Yeah, she's just asking a million questions.
So what's a Darlek?
How do you say Darlek?
Yeah, there's a city or something.
It's a silver city. Yeah.
It looks like a cyber city.
Ooh, Cyber City.
It looks like somebody deconstructed a football stadium, and I mean like soccer football stadium, and painted it silver.
I wish somebody did that with our stadium.
No, it's just Parliament, you guys.
Oh, just Parliament.
It looks like it's surrounded by a field.
Fields are cheap.
Oh, I think this is the first December trailer, by the way.
This is the December trailer. Oh, and he's very annoyed with all of the questions. Oh,
Victorian times, as always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At least one of those, always.
and it looks so. I always think of the Unquiet Dead because here's the doctor is actually now dressed up in Victorian times, but then we got Bill, the companion, dressed up all Victorian-y, just like Bill E. Piper.
That was a stretch.
In the Unquiet Dead, so. Oh, there's a Bloomin'.
Oh,
Bloomin' Group.
they're from Star Trek. They're called Bolians.
Bullions? Okay.
Get your poncho.
And now she's wearing one of those spacesuits
Standard TARDIS issue.
that they only use for bad episodes.
So we had
She has a badge on her jacket that says "Wow" on it.
Well, it's pretty impressive.
It is. Even her clothes are excited about this.
so she's becoming more and more like Ace.
She is, yeah.
She carries around a cricket bat instead of a baseball bat.
Oh, screamy females.
Must be
Oh,
zombies.
See, those are the happy astronauts.
Yeah, they're fun. They're probably not dangerous at all.
What was the this is a kindness that
Oh, yeah.
the handbot things?
Oh, that's right. They didn't have faces though.
Oh.
Yeah. Where it had the Rory
Rory-bot.
Rory bot. But yes, those do look like them kind of. They are in remembrance of them.
They have belly buttons.
They do.
They're
Poke.
outies.
Poke. I bet that's the sensitive spot. And then there's ventilators going down.
Put the gold on the ventilators. That's how it works, right?
Oh, Daleks.
Eggs.
Eggs, just eggs.
Eggs. Oh. And we got Nardole.
Nardole.
So there's another Moffat doctor-y speech.
Yes.
Not necessarily one of the good ones either.
Well, I'm assuming that it's going to launch into a good one. That's what I would think. I'd like to think. I should like to think that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the end of the Moffat era.
It looks like it's going to be very action-y.
Yeah. And also, I do get the impression because Moffat has been on a whirlwind tour this past week, I do get the impression it's going to be lots of trying to get the kids to jump behind the sofa things.
Oh, boy.
So it's going to be quite shocking for children.
Somebody breaking the ice.
Oh, hey, literally, and
He has the bluest coat
He does.
in all of Christendom.
And now the doctor has a top hat. Oh, it's in that same Victorian episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a funny line. I like that.
God, I love the doctor when he says he's crazy.
So here's an interesting thing. This is on another trailer, and this is a very short trailer. It's not even, I don't think, worth a
teaser.
It's a super
It's actually
teaser.
just an image.
But it just has the doctor and Bill walking, and it's just like from her point of view. And she says, at first when you meet him, you'll notice the doctor is funny, and then you'll notice that he's the most amazing man ever. And then and the third thing you'll notice is how dangerous he is. And so I'm wondering if just that whole, like, the progression of threes is, it's almost kind of like saying, okay, this is the third year with the doctor, so I wonder if that's going to set the tone for this new one, or if she's just kind of just trying to describe the doctor again.
But that sort of is Moffat in a nutshell. Sorry.
What?
I almost said numbskull. I couldn't make my mouth say nutshell.
Oh, dear. Moffat, numbskull, right? Numbskull, right? It's like your mouth is autocorrecting. Like, no, this is what you mean.
Yeah, it's my little phone's like, no, backspace. That kind of speech, though. It's like,
Yeah.
how many times have we heard Moffat try and describe the doctor and do that kind of thing? Where it's like, he's funny, he's amazing, he's dangerous. It's like,
Sometimes throw sad in there. if it's emo doctor days.
Yeah.
it's like, seriously, Moffat, get a new stick.
The weight of the Time War is on his. No, that was more of a Moffat or
Yeah.
Russell thing. Rusty.
All right.
I miss the Time War.
Yes.
Bring that back.
Oh, another big thing that we missed. Are we done looking at videos?
We have two more. But
We have two more. Let's watch. All right.
Let's do that then. We have mere seconds to finish this podcast.
I'm all over the place right now.
Engage computer.
Engage.
Oh, it's tiny. It's Wii.
what is a tweet?
It's Wii U.
Pure drama. Why is this always...
Oh, there's your speech.
Oh.
He's amazing. The third time, you realize he's the most dangerous man in the universe.
Yeah, that's it right there.
He's blowing books up.
He's a man of peace, but he walks in war. I'm having a time
A man of peace, but he walks in war.
for the world, even if it kills me.
A time for
Oh,
heroes.
Heroes. I missed that show. Oh.
So the
Sorry, Christopher Eccleston.
highlight
yes.
the highlight of that one was basically some ghosty things,
Yeah.
and he makes the screwdriver blow up things, which
Yeah.
is intermittent in.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
It puts up cabinets.
Doesn't work on wood.
And then finally,
Finally.
Finale.
Okay, then there's this one.
I'm the doctor.
this one's also very short.
This is very short, yes. Pure drama.
So this is a good one to,
I don't know why I had to say pure drama every time that those words popped up. It's
because it's not what you think of when you think of Doctor Who.
yeah, it's really weird.
Drama.
It's not pure drama.
Well, but also
Drama is a part of it, but it's not pure drama.
Scotland. I don't know.
yeah. So there's lots of things happening in the opening of this little trailer, starting off with like a moat going up to a castle.
Yes, which reminds me of that Tom Baker one with K9, and they go to the castle, and it's robots or something.
Yes, master.
And the castle has little, like the opposite of keeping birds off, it has things facing down to keep people off.
To keep birds on.
Oh, I didn't notice that, but hey, that is a good observation there, Gabe.
10 points for Gryffindor.
Yay.
And now we're at a valley with an
a pyramid.
It's a pyramid, but there's no bushes near pyramids. What?
what?
We don't even know that this is Earth.
Oh,
I mean, it could be.
that kind of looks like one of our junkie pyramids. Aliens have much better pyramids.
They created them.
Exactly.
And then we see a wall splitting.
Uh-oh, where have we seen that before?
Everything.
Yes.
And then a space station, which reminds me of...
Uh-oh, where have we seen that before?
This reminds me of the space station from a Fourth Doctor episode, the one with the sleeping people on it.
Oh, yeah.
Peopleopolis.
Yeah, the Ark of...
Yes, the Ark in Space.
Yeah, Ark in Space. Yeah.
Guessing that's when he asked her to join, because they look all emotional.
Yes,
And
join
he
me.
does a finger snap open door thing.
She being Bill. And we are looking at the Risa, the vacation planet.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Nice. Oh, and she's even wearing oh,
It's the Handbot planet.
the handbot is giving Bill a double thumbs up in the eyes and with a smiley face.
That's even more creepy. Oh,
Yes.
it's tiny.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, those.
Is that...
Dalek. She doesn't say Dalek.
No, that's like a Borg.
Oh, it's a
Doesn't it?
or like a sand...
it's a bear. It's a robo bear.
What are those creatures that live in the sand in Star Wars?
Sand people.
Sand people?
Which ones? There are many. Are you thinking of Jawas?
No. The big ones that are on the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sand people.
Back to medieval times. And
Oh, that kind of looks like the same arch the Doctor parked the TARDIS under in the hit episode, The Next Doctor.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking with real snow.
And
Oh.
it is real snow.
Well, now he's smiling.
Oh, there's a cardinal with a hand coming out of the wall,
Like you do.
like you do. Oh, and then the Doctor's flying back,
I think he's falling.
and now here's a Centurion.
Rory!
Oh, and then there's Missy. She's dapping right now.
Oh, God. Also, she had like an earplug or something. Maybe she went swimming and she got like
Yes,
swimmer's ear. I don't know what that is. There's Nordal.
Nardole.
So I will say,
Somebody's coming out to the floor.
Somebody's coming over for dinner.
ew, that's creepy.
Biter? Bug? Just bugs.
Some sort of bug coming out of the wall. That's stuff from nightmares for sure.
Stuff of nightmares.
Rory. Oh, we got like one frame of like I don't know. Night.
These are the Cybermen.
Cybermen.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, wow. Goodness.
So yeah, they look like they have CD-ROMs around their waist.
I didn't realize how much they had regressed.
That was cutting edge for the 60s, having CD-ROMs around the waist. Like, whoa, what's that?
The only thing that was really remain consistent is the bars that go from like the ears to the top of the head.
Everybody can beat us.
We are immune to gold. I mean, no, the opposite. Very prone to gold.
So seriously, that's 2 frames worth of Cybermen.
Oh.
There.
Oh, there they.
Oh,
Oh,
they're mimes.
Really?
Mimer men.
Yeah, they're. I mean, these look better than when I saw them in Classic Who, but not much.
Oh, I know what that is. That's just that's a cosplay. Those are just a convention. It's,
it could be, yeah. And then the Doctor goes like, "Oh man, I hate these."
Yeah, they're not the best.
I mean, it seriously looks like they have cloth masks. Well, they do, right?
Yes, they do.
well, they had they're complaining about the budget this season, so here you go.
Why don't we do this?
The costumes are just sitting around in the storage for 40, 50 years. I
Ice
am
Monster.
the last of my kind.
Ice Monster. Everybody's coming back.
This one looks a lot meaner than the last time we saw them.
The Doctor. This is your life. Yes. Oh, and he's gurgling. Arr, grar.
Oh, now what?
It's a jellyfish.
Oh, that looks like Ghostbusters right there with that creature.
It's kind of like a cross between a dinosaur and an octopus.
It looks like the guy, the creature that Rick Moranis was running from, and he went to the window. And it was funny. It was hilarious because he was being attacked. Now we're talking about Ghostbusters. But yeah, it looks like they're getting him with light.
Make out what's happening now.
It's just kind of. Oh, and then there's Missy looking stern. I'm really the Ronnie. Oh, and then there's Happy Goofy Doctor. So look at this. Go back a little bit. Missy looks like Batman.
Which one?
Just like the face she was making. If I was like, which one is Batman and which one is the Joker? The Doctor is very Jokerish.
So one thing,
No, that's not right.
so one thing I'll say, for all my complaints of the Moffat era,
Yeah.
I really like Capaldi.
Oh, Capaldi's great. He's so great.
Gonna miss him. I wish that a different writer would have gotten to do at least a season with him.
Yeah.
And it's a Dalek.
Yes.
Oh, exterminate.
The fan favorite.
And once again, exterminate. Boom.
Is it the Goldie Daleks or is it the colory Dalek? I don't say it's Goldie
Goldie.
one.
The rusty Dalek.
Because we introduced the
Like Dog 2.0.
the colory ones, and then we never saw them again.
But they were superior.
The Idolic.
Yes, in 5 fruity flavors.
Yes.
I like blueberry. No, yeah, I don't know why they did that. Oh, see, it's not a death beam. Oh wait, that's a death beam.
Oh, that's that city we saw earlier.
It
Well,
is
we know how it ends
yeah.
with that city.
And an explosion.
Not well.
Spoilers.
And a new screwdriver, and it looks like an old one.
No, it's what? There's another new screwdriver? Oh no.
Oh no, it is the old.
It is the old one.
Yes, that Nardole gets. Nardole gets the old screwdriver, folks. You heard it here first, or if you watch the trailer. And the doctor runs onto a conveyor belt.
Ghosty things.
The end. Oh wait, look.
It's the new opening sequence. Hopefully.
Oh no, I was say that looked like the crack from when we saw the crack
Oh,
in
yeah.
Space and Time, where two parts of touching and we shouldn't have.
A time for heroes.
Oh, we have to wait till 15.
Oh, what's the? All right. So,
Oh, what's that?
what do we? Oh, grabbing onto. Oh, is that a regeneration scene?
That looks like a little bit of regeneration energy right there.
No,
Yeah.
it's just that his coffee was really hot.
But we know that he's not going until Christmas, and they haven't started Christmas yet. So,
Right. Maybe that's just that's a tease.
which we've seen the Doctor bleed off regeneration energy.
Yeah, does it all the time. So,
Well, that's an hour of speculation and facts on Series 10.
yes. Are you guys excited? I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm yawning.
Oh.
That was good timing.
Well, Joseph, let's let this season prove you wrong.
And if not, hopefully stick around for Chibnall next year.
Yes.
That'll be his freshman year, so I gotta give him a chance. Oh, that's a sophomore slump, so no, wait till his third year comes around. Oh, and then the new guy's gonna be great, so you have to watch that.
This is how they get you.
Meanwhile, it's like 2050 because they're so slow making these things.
Joseph hates things. That should be a new podcast that we do. Joseph hates things.
Every week, I hate it.
All right. Well,
Do you have a Hutu?
I do have a HooTube. I have this week's HooTube is by Mathilde or Matt Hildy or I don't know, one of those things. Called Doctor Who Whovian Craziness. I actually like it. It has it's the first through third, or sorry, first through third. The only silly people make that mistake. The 9th through 11th Doctors, and it cuts it up really well. It's a really fun video to different music, and it's just a joy to watch. Very pleasant. I watched it. I enjoyed it. You should too. So go check that out, and you can also go check us out on our website, aotpodcast.com.
It's still there.
Still there.
Somehow.
It was supposed to die, but it's there. It lives and breathes. You could also check us out on iTunes.
Give us a review, please.
Yeah, give us a review. Go ahead and review us. A little rating review over there. And then you can go ahead and go to our Facebook page if you like.
Just search for Arrow Time
Yeah.
Podcast.
Or you can challenge us on Twitter at AOT Podcast.
Challenge us.
And I think that's all the things, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Well, with that said, I have been Matt,
I've been Joseph.
I have been Gabe.
and this has been The Arrow of Time.
On time.
Oh, but I am late for the wedding.
Oh, no.
It has started. I'm sorry, Santiago. I'm sorry.